Namaste, Namaskar. Welcome everyone. This is Chef Ravneet from IIHM Bangalore, International Institute of Hotel Management Bangalore. I'll be making a small preparation, a homely dal makhni for you all, and I'll show you with all the products of Amul. I would like to thank Amul also to give us, who has given this opportunity, our director, Dr. Subarna Bose, Sanchari Chaudhary, and all my management given me the chance of making it. So we'll start with a small thing. There are certain things I'll show you what all the ingredients are, then we'll start cooking on. So here is dal. This is urad dal or black dal, which we call whole urad dal, which is boiled, which was soaked overnight and is boiled. So it takes a lot of time to boiling, so I've already boiled it, and I'll once I start cooking, I'll also tell you the trick how it has to be boiled, what all spices has to go, which enhances the flavor, which will make it more delicious. Now there are certain more ingredients, few of whole spices which will be used, limited ingredients which are added to dal makhni. People have a very misconception of having too much of people have misconception that in dal makhni we have add too much of ingredients. So there are very less ingredients. We have ginger garlic paste, we have tomato puree, we have kasuri methi, cream, amul, salt, Kashmiri mirch, few whole spices, refined oil and milk. So how we'll start? We'll start with the pan and also obviously with sanitizing a hand. And once you sanitize your hand, just make sure that you're working near the flame. The alcohol present in the sanitizer should evaporate nicely, and then you start working. So we'll start pouring little refined oil, not too much because it is more of a home style, so we don't require too much of oil in it, very little amount of oil in it. And we'll allow that oil to become little hot, then we will add couple of spices to it, which will only crackle or release their flavors into the oil once the oil is little hot. Otherwise what happens if we add our spices when our oil is not so hot or not so the temperature is not so good, then the essential oil present in these spices, especially the flavors present in this oil, it doesn't comes out. So now we can hear that little bit of sound that yes, our oil has started heating. Now we'll add our spices to it, and we can see little crackling. This is when our spices will the excess of moisture which they have, and then they will start releasing their essential oil into the oil, and that makes this oil flavorful. This term is also known as ghee durust karna. So where we are flavoring our oil, which will be used for making the preparation. Now the very first thing, once our spices are little done, we have made homemade ginger garlic paste. It's equal quantity of ginger, equal quantity of garlic. So example, I am taking 50 grams of ginger and 50 grams of garlic for making this paste. Then I'll add minimum water to it as per the requirement, and little bit of refined oil. Why? It helps to keep that entire thing, doesn't allow the discolored. So we'll wait for 1 or 2 minutes until our ginger garlic paste is done properly. It is completely cooked. And how we come to know that it is cooked or not? Color starts changing a little bit, and also it will start sticking to the base. That will the time will come to know our ginger garlic paste is almost done. So we'll wait for another 1 minute, and always remember, cooking dal makhni or any Indian preparation, I would suggest if you would just cook the food on a slow flame, not on a very sim or a very low flame, or not too on high, just keeping it on a mediocre flame, medium flame, so that the food also gets cooked properly and it gives more of its aroma. Now we can see it is almost done, and then comes the time to add a little bit of Kashmiri chili powder to it, which will give little aroma and to it. Now once a chili is done, it is good time to add a tomato puree. Now this tomato again homemade. I'm not using anything which has been preserved or packed. I made it at home. I took 5 to 6 small tomatoes. I just blended them nicely, removed their eye and blended them nicely. Added little bit of salt and little bit of sugar to it, which is again a natural preservative. And one thing what you have to remember, always whenever you want to make home made tomato puree, it's better if you use ripe tomatoes, which will give you this nice reddish color. Instead of adding any artificial color or any artificial ingredient to it or any adulterants to it, it's better that I make and once you have blended it, cook it without any oil or without any fat, just reduce it in a different pan. That is also I've done it. So I've reduced that tomato paste, the puree which I made, blended tomatoes, and then till the consistency I wanted, I blended it, reduced it, and later I'm using it as my homemade tomato puree. So once I can see that it is almost near, then I'll add salt as per my requirement and I'll cook my paste a little bit. So once this tomato puree is done, once it is cooked, automatically it will start releasing the oil which was there. Now which seems that, which is an indication for a person who is cooking, is that yes, the tomato puree is cooked to its extent. And now this is the good time to add little kasuri methi, because dal makhni should have kasuri methi. Without that we can't imagine a dal makhni, a flavor of dal makhni coming up. Kasuri methi to it. Almost my masala is stirred, ready. Now it is a good time to add dal, which I have already boiled and kept. And how I have boiled it, what all I have added to it, I'll be telling it to you now, just to save time, because this is a long process of boiling it, soaking it, which takes little time. So I will be telling you how I have actually done it. So we have taken urad dal, whole dal, and so this is approximately 250 grams of dal which I am making it, and I've soaked it in the vessel overnight. In the night I soaked it in plenty of water, where I washed it couple of times and then I soaked it. In the morning when it was soaked, it was swelled up, entire the dal was swelled and it has absorbed entire moisture in it. Then what we have to do it, again we have to wash it 1 or 2 times so that excess of impurities or any impurities can go away, can be removed from it. Have our which is nicely soaked, and now we have to boil little water, approximately triple the quantity of the dal which we are making. So we were making 250 grams of dal, so approximately 375 ml to 800 ml of water we need to boil it, and little salt to it. And once the water is boiled, we have to merge this soaked dal in that boiling water for 4 to 5 minutes. Now what happens with the salt, it helps to remove further impurities in it. So there will be more impurities, there are chances of more impurities to be there, which will be now thoroughly removed. No impurities. Now you have to strain it, keep it apart, take a pressure cooker, add this dal to it, add 3 to 4 times of water to it, add 1 inch small piece of cinnamon, 1 or 2 pieces of black cardamom, little bit of salt, Kashmiri chili, and some refined oil to it. Just cover it and then allow it to cook for some time. It takes a little extra time to get cooked. It will take approximately 45 minutes to 1 hour. So you have to cook it on a very slow on a pressure cooker. This is what I am telling you, the home style. So you put it in a pressure cooker, the whistles come, then extremely sorry for the technical issues. I am extremely sorry because of certain network connectivities. So I'm back. So what we did was we have added some milk. We'll add little more milk to it just to set the consistency, which helps in making our dal makhani much more. So this is the add little bit of butter, not too much of butter, because butter is always the best to add while finishing it, which gives more of its taste, more of its aroma while you are finishing it. Now I will just show you how exactly the color. Yes, now we can see little lighter color. Dal makhani is little lighter in color. There are 2 reasons. First, I told you how to boil it. The technique which I showed you to how to boil it to remove the impurities is important. Otherwise what happens, sometimes dals are polished, so because of those polishes, and it happens that our dal makhani turns to be very dark at home. So these are some techniques basically which we use for making dal makhani boiled. So I'll keep it on a medium flame and allow it to cook for some more time. So the see what exactly my dal makhani requires more, and then the finishing will be done. Yes, it has a perfect taste of butter in it, milk in it, just a little bit of cream. Now one more tip I would like to give you, that for example if you don't have cream at home, sometimes it happens we don't get cream easily. So what to do is, need not to worry. You have boiled milk, take a milk, Amul Taza milk, boil it, Amul Gold, boil it thoroughly, and what exactly I have also done, I have added little malai to it, okay, which gives more of homely flavor, more of homely taste, and more of deliciousness to it. So what I did, I boiled Amul milk, I kept it for cooling for some time, and there was a layer of fat on top of that. That fat I have mixed well, blended well, and now I'm using as a cream also. So these are the techniques now which are basically, if you only have butter and milk, it is not, you need not to worry that how you will finish a dal makhani. It's very simple. Without some ingredients which are not easily available in small stores or small shops around you, and now which is going on. So then also you can make this delicious dal. People have a very misconcept. One more misconcept regarding dal makhani is they add coriander fresh coriander leaves to it. No, instead of coriander leaves, it is always better to add kasuri methi, more of kasuri methi, which goes very well with the flavor. So dal makhani, you can see it is boiling, and now simmer it so that the proper amalgamization, also the proper blending of all the spices. And you have seen very limited spices. We have added cinnamon stick, 1 piece of whole black cardamom, only 2 pieces. One was added while boiling, which releases its flavor while boiling, and dal gets infused properly, and one at the time of finishing. So it is 2 are more than enough. Need not to add too much of spices, this garam masala and all. Very simple and easy spices, and once you try it, you'll get a nice flavor out of it. Okay, meanwhile I'll also prepare a little garnish. It is very simple. I need not to just do anything extra. I'll take little oil. I'll reduce the flame, allow the oil to heat little bit, and then I will make little chili oil, which gives a nice appealing on my dal. So my preparation of dal is almost near. It is almost to be done. Just another loop of butter at the time of finishing it, Amul butter to it, which enhances the flavor. And always, and one says dal makhani means lot of butter, lot of fat, lot of richness in this dal. And one more thing, while you're cooking it, make sure you scrub these edges also, so that it doesn't happen. You have to stir it continuously also, otherwise your dal may stick. So we'll wait for another 1 or 2 minutes. Meanwhile, we'll prepare the garnish. It is just simple oil we have taken. We'll add, now we'll switch off the flame. Oil is hot enough. We'll add a little bit of Kashmiri chili powder to it, so that oil becomes little reddish and fiery. We'll just mix it and keep it aside. This will allow the chilies to settle down, and that oil will be poured on the top as garnish. So, and while making dal makhani, make sure these grains of dal, they should not settle at the bottom. If they are settling at the bottom, it means your dal makhani is not prepared well, or the consistency is too thin. So see how you can see the grains of dal which are floating. Every time I'll pick up a little, the equal quantity of dal and the flavorful syrup is there. So this has to be equal, which we call as proper blending of dal is done. Now moving towards the end, we will now switch off the flame and start plating our dal. So I'll pour dal in the dish, and the best way to have this dal is you can have it with homemade lachha parathas, or what I love is to have it with some aloo paratha, which is one of my favorite combination, dal makhni and aloo paratha, so which gives me a remembers me the my childhood days, that when we used to make dal makhni at home and we used to have it with a aloo paratha made by my mom. So just finishing it, and not finished until again a small loop of butter goes in and floats on the top little bit. Now this is my version of homemade dal makhni. You can also try it, enjoy it, especially in the time of lockdown. These things, this dal preparation with very less ingredients and how to make it more delicious. So I would like to end. Thank you everyone for watching it. Thank you.